Thank you for calling Operation Kindness. How may I help you?
Hi, may I speak with Mariah, please?
Okay, you need to speak to Mariah.
Yes.
Okay, one moment. And what is your first name?
Meaghan.
Meaghan? Okay, one moment. All right, I'm going to transfer you one moment, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
This is Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
This is Carolyn.
Hi, I have a question.
Carolyn.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
You're here? Okay. I have a question about a Belgian Malinois that was adopted out of your shelter. That was my dog, and he had been in a Dallas shelter for 72 hours, and then he was immediately taken by Operation Kindness, and then immediately turned over to somebody else. And I mean, he was a purebred Belgian Malinois, perfectly healthy and altered.
I remember the dog. I picked him up
Yes.
and brought it to Operation Kindness from Dallas.
Okay, and so my question simply is, why would you take out a dog like him when he had only been there for 72 hours when there were plenty of other dogs?
He's been there. He's been there. That's what state law requires, 72 hours.
There are plenty of dogs
And
there that could have been
that's what we
euthanized.
do on a
Why did you pick
I'm
up
sorry?
purebred, highly? I just would like to know why you chose him in
Because that's
particular.
what we go to the shelters to do. We go to the shelters to pick highly adoptable animals. And that's what all the other rescue groups do also. We just happened to get there before another rescue group did. The dog has been in Dallas for 72 hours. It came, I know, from Lancaster by someone else to Dallas. But it had been in Dallas for 72 hours when we went to pick up the dog. I understand you're upset, but we are not
I'm
at
calm
fault
about
for
this.
what
It's
happened
just
with the
simply
dog.
a matter of getting an answer, because I'm just a little confused about why a rescue group wouldn't pick dogs that were in danger, and my dog clearly wasn't in danger. He had an owner looking
We
for
don't
him.
take pit bulls. We don't take any dog that bites. We don't take sick or injured dogs unless it's something we can fix. And we do look for highly adoptable animals. We go into shelters looking for highly adoptable animals.
Why?
Rescue groups.
Rescue
Because
groups
we
don't
want
do
to
that.
find them homes. We want to adopt them out. We are a rescue. We always rescue in North Texas. And yes, that's exactly what we do. We don't just pick purebred, purely adoptable dogs. We take all kinds of little scruffy, funny looking. We take mangy, sick dogs too. But when there are beautiful adoptable animals in a city shelter, then yes, we do take them.
Okay.
So you do.
We don't take them. They're released to us.
So you leave the dogs that aren't adopted.
So you leave the dogs, that aren't adoptable with the Dallas shelter?
We don't leave dogs that are unadoptable at Dallas Shelter. We take all dogs that are adoptable, no matter what they are.
You just said, though, that you will only take highly adoptable dogs out of the
We
Dallas
won't
shelter.
take dogs that bite. We won't take dogs that are old. We don't take dogs that we have 20 out in the shelter already.
I don't feel like you're answering my question.
I understand that you're very upset because you lost your dog, but you're trying to criticize us for something that we do and that we're supposed to do. Because your dog got lost and it got out and ended up in the Dallas shelter, Dallas held the animal for 72 hours, and yes, we tagged it and we brought it and we put it up for adoption.
And so basically they don't adopt unadoptable dogs.
So
they
basically,
don't
in
take
a nutshell,
unadoptable
you
dogs.
don't take unadoptable dogs.
We don't take dogs that are going to bite, dogs that have bitten, dogs that are sick with contagious diseases.
I'm sure
We don't take senior dogs over 9 or 10 years old.
we are well aware that DAS euthanizes dogs daily because of space.
Well, are you aware that DAS euthanizes dogs on a daily basis because of space?
Not because of
Yes,
community.
ma'am. And we take what we can from Dallas. We just picked up dogs from there today.
Why did you pick up one
There are
that
our
was
coalition
adoptable
partners.
that
We
they
go
put down that
3
day?
times, minimum of 3 to 4 times weekly to pull dogs from Dallas. and other shelters in the Metroplex.
We have the numbers for that, and that's not true.
And we have the numbers for that, and that's just not true.
We were at the animal
I mean, we were
animal
there.
commission
We were at the Animal Commission
meeting,
meeting today.
not today. We
I
weren't.
mean,
Okay.
We have it filmed.
We are there a minimum of 3 days a week, pulling animals. And I understand your loss, but you can't find fault with us.
I think other.
I know you're looking for fault.
No, I think
There's fault with us.
I think other rescue groups would disagree with you on that. I don't understand. I'm representing Meaghan on this.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand how you can sit there and say that you pull dogs that are full-blooded, that are there for 72 hours, while there are dogs being euthanized that are fully adoptable, but being euthanized because of space.
Yeah, if you look at Dallas's adoption facilities, all of their animals range any breed, any age, as long as it's healthy and friendly, are in adoption.
Okay, so y'all's practice is to grab the most adoptable dogs out of DAS and leave Dallas Animal Services with dogs that aren't adoptable, highly adoptable.
That's not true.
You just stated that. You just stated that.
No, I didn't.
You did state that. I can prove it.
Any dog that's adoptable and healthy, if we don't have an overabundance of that particular breed in our shelter.
Well,
We don't go, if we have 10 chihuahuas in the shelter, we're not going to go pull more chihuahuas until we've adopted some out. If we have 10 pit bulls, we're not going to take any more in until we've adopted some out. If we have 10 poodles, we're not going to go take them until we have adopted some out. We don't cherry pick dogs. We do take dogs that are highly adoptable, but we take those that are just nondescript, friendly, sweet dogs.
What's your adoption?
We have a shelter full of them.
What's your adoption fee?
$185.
$185. And
Yes, sir.
and so you pull them out, and okay, so basically what I'm getting at is, what I'm hearing from you guys is, you pick out the most adoptable dogs, because you did say that, and I can prove it.
We pick out highly adoptable.
So you
And there
leave.
are other organizations in there daily with us who are also pulling same animals.
What organizations?
Just who gets
what
there and pull sweat first.
What other organizations pull highly adoptable animals out of DAS?
I can give you a whole list of them.
I would love that list.
But give me your email address. Let me email them to you.
I don't know. I want to hear them actually.
I don't have them listed in my head. I have a list I can email to you in my computer.
Okay, so.
I don't have time to go and read them off, so I understand
Okay.
that she lost her dog and she wants her dog back.
Yes, and now
We were not at fault. We
we're
didn't do anything illegal. We didn't break any laws.
okay, but what about morally?
Would you rather, look, I am an intake coordinator. I pick the dog up.
Okay, well that's
I
fine.
can
What
let
about
you talk to our directors.
your directors are avoiding this conversation, and
No, they won't direct you. I'm giving you to a director if you will hold on.
okay,
If you would, I'll give you to a director.
okay.
Hold on, please.
Thank you for calling Operation Kindness, North Texas' original no-kill animal.
Thank you for calling Operation Kindness. How may I help you?
Hi, is Carolyn available?
May I ask who's calling?
Jeremy. Last name Boss, B-O-S-S.
Okay. B-O-S-S, is that correct?
That is correct.
And
We got
may I
cut.
get your phone
We
number,
got
please?
we got cut off. She transferred me, but I wanted to talk to her because nobody answered. But I need to talk to her. We got cut off. Or hung up. on.
Okay, one moment, please. Let me see what can go. I'm sure she didn't hang up on you. Let me go ahead and see. And who are you talking to?
I was talking to Carolyn.
Okay, one moment. Okay, Carolyn's not available right now. Would you like me to have her give you a call back?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, I'll go ahead and have her give you a call back, okay? As soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. That was quick.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi Ellen, how are you?
Hi, Megan. Good. As I promised, I was going to call you today. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but I also understand.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, I'm going to first say thank you for understanding when I'm home with my family, and I know you were upset, and I was upset for you, and it's not good. I want to stay on task here. I'm at work. I want you to know that, as I said yesterday, as awful as this is, I don't have the right to call back someone who has asked me not to contact them under any circumstances. When somebody says that to me, and I hope you understand this because I will do the same for you one day, do not contact me by email, phone. I don't want to discuss this. I don't want to open it up again. I am done with it. Respectfully, my hands are tied. Now, the reason I waited till today is because I'm sleeping on it. I'm a very literal person. I want to accommodate people who are not only hurt, upset, happy, sad. I'm always trying to follow the letter because at the end of the day, I believe we all are somehow connected. And I feel just as bad as I did the first time I talked to you when I was home in Fort Worth, when I called you after speaking to this man and on your behalf gave the story. And now I'm carrying the burden to say, I cannot call him. And I'm carrying the burden with you. I feel bad. But my hands are tied because it's the right thing to do because that's the word I gave to somebody.
Is there no such thing as making home visits to these dogs?
No, you know what? You were the first time I talked to you. I hung up the phone and cried at home because all I can think of is I know what this feeling's like. We don't do home visits. Our process is very transparent. What we do is we vet when we're here on site. Our process is slow and methodical, but we do not. And the only time we've ever reached out to anybody is if they want to share a story about how their animal's doing through email. This person has specifically asked me not to, and personally. So sleeping on it, even though I'm emotionally drawn to, well, I could say this, I could try that, ethically, it would be inappropriate because I've been asked and I represent an organization. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I feel bad. It's not going to make you feel any better.
I understand that ethics is a very important value at Operation Kindness, and sometimes you have to weigh some ethical things against other ethical things.
Yeah.
I think that the most ethical thing would just be to make an offer, tell them that $1,500 has been the offer that's been raised on my behalf from the community that's deeply concerned about me and deeply distraught over what has happened. And it is just, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I already thought this through, Meg. If you were here, I'd give you a hug. As I first said to you, I know you didn't even want to come here to visit, but I do know this. I even thought about, well, if I called and didn't know what the remuneration is that you were offering, and that would be, I'm just a messenger. But he has asked me specifically not to, and I have not only thought about it, it's the right thing to do because someone asked me prior to you talking about money. He already knew that you were a widow. He already knew. I was upset calling. And I must sound like a broken record because all I reminded him is that if the roles were reversed, you too would want somebody on your behalf to call.
I know that the widow story did not work, and so clearly money talks to him. I believe that would be the route to go.
It's like,
everybody,
you know what, it's not my call. Just because I have access to a number doesn't mean I have the right to call him. It would be like you saying to me, Ellen, don't ever call me again. I wouldn't call you because you've asked me not to. That's ethics. I represent, I'm not calling on my behalf. I'm calling on behalf of a person who is struggling, who now the other person has said, and don't call me again. So, you know, it's not a right or a wrong. It's a crummy outcome. I'm upset repeating it to you. but I waited, yes.
I understand.
You know what,
that
but, I'm a messenger who's trying to do the right thing for somebody who's in
Thank
pain,
you.
and it is not gonna make it any better,
You can
that's
have
for sure.
somebody else call instead of you. Have somebody else call. It doesn't have to be you.
I can't wait to meet you. You're, seriously, you make me smile even in a bad time.
This doesn't have
You
to
know
be
what?
a hard time. In fact, I just am so filled with
You know-
faith and hope right now because I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of good people stand up for me on this.
Yeah.
I do not want to go the route of having to get those media contacts who already know about this to expand.
And you
this
know what,
story.
that is your right, if that's what you wanna do, because guess what? I'm one of those people who stood up for you. But if you wanna go get media, or you need to do what you think is right, I respect that. This is not about you threatening or making me uncomfortable, this is about me already saying, I feel for you, I get it, and on your behalf, I made a phone call. And respectfully, the outcome, I would have liked a different outcome. That's why I wanted to make the
And
call.
there is a
So it
different
was him.
outcome, and that happens when you make the call and do the right thing. The ball's in
Which
your
is why I did it, and he didn't.
It's
And
about
now I
money.
have to honor.
It's all
Yeah,
about
so-
money.
And you know what? I don't know what it's about, but I know this. My word is my word. And I stood up, and I still feel strongly that as unhappy as I am with the outcome, respectfully, I'm not going to make the call. So please know that I am here, and the day you ever want to come down or take a walk, I even felt crummy. I felt so bad. I thought, who wants to want to get another dog? And I'm like, I wouldn't either. But I do feel for you. So in my heart, when I have to look at the mirror every day, I'm making the right decision for me as I believe you're about to make for yourself. This is not about hurting or persuading somebody by money. I gave my word.
Ellen, I
And-
understand that you're upset, and if you are upset, if you really genuinely are upset, like I believe you are, you'll make this call and make the offer to give him the money, and no further questions or comments made. I get my dog back, and we're done, and it's a happy outcome for
Meg.
everybody.
Megan, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Not that I
Somebody else
can't,
do
but
it. Have somebody else do it.
you know what? You've been a wife, you've got friends. Do you know that your word sometimes has nothing to do with somebody else doing it so that I don't have to? It means my word is my word. A lot of people report to me. I've made a decision. I'm going to honor it.
Then you do
And
not
I
feel
don't
bad
even
for
like
me.
it.
You do not feel bad for me. If you are
Now,
going
you know what, Megan? That wasn't even nice to say. You have not even
Actions speak
met me,
louder
and
than
you're
words.
deciding. Excuse me?
Actions speak louder than words.
You know what? And we have that in common. I agree with you. Absolutely. And I took action. The outcome was not what we wanted, but I took it. And at this point, please know that I'm always here to speak to you, but do not tell me that I don't care, or that without even meeting me, you've
Then walk
assumed
the
that
walk.
I'm not going to do.
Then walk the
Excuse
walk.
me?
Walk the walk instead of
Ma'am,
talking the talk.
this is me walking the walk. Megan, my door is open when you want to ever talk or visit an animal or have a gift from us for what pain you've gone through.
I
That's
want my
walking
dog.
the walk.
I want my dog.
Well then,
I want him
ma'am,
now. I want him.
Megan, I'm going to say goodbye. Do you want to say goodbye?
No.
Okay. I'm going to hang up then. Please know that my heart goes out to you, and I'm sorry for your
I
pain.
really want my dog, Ellen.
And I don't blame you. You know what? No, okay. Now I'm going to hang up. Thank you, ma'am.
I want my dog. I want my dog. I just want Camo. I just want Camo. I don't want anything else.
If you think Operation Kindness is doing the right thing by not at least contacting the person that got Camo and offering her the $1,500 that we've raised. Please support us in this fight. We need to pressure Operation Kindness. This is bullshit. This is complete bullshit. She won't call the man that has Camo and offer the $1,500. Hell, I'll throw in $2,000 if we have to. $1,500, he can go buy a Bell. He can go pick out the pick of the litter of the Belgian white Malinois. Why is Camo so important to this person? I don't know if it's a man or a female. Please help us rise up on this. Please spread it.
Please help me.
She lost her dog within 6 days while she was out of town. She lost her husband 7 months before then.
That dog's our baby.
The director of Operation Kindness will not make a fucking phone call and offer $1,500 that we've raised to get her dog back. This should outrage y'all. This should completely outrage you guys. And we need your support. We need to let Operation Kindness know this is not right. And the ethics, there's things that are ethical. This girl needs her dog, this woman needs her dog back. That's what's ethical. Not making a call is completely non-ethical. Please support us in this fight.